Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How about another round of applause for the freaks of the Ignis Fatuus? Well, good evening, friends, invited guests, and paid dignitaries. As you may know, my name is Jack Morey, Grand High Muckety-Muck here at Morey's Pier. Thank you. And I am so glad you could all be here this evening for the grand opening of our newest attraction, the Ignis Fatuus.
Come on, let's hear it, folks. Come on.
At the moment, we're having just a couple of minor technical difficulties that'll prevent us from getting started exactly on time. But I assure you, we'll have these problems sorted out in just a few minutes. In the meantime, it is my great pleasure and privilege to introduce to you a man who we believe will help sail Morey's Pier into a bright future. Captain Willie, Jack, John, Paul, George, Ringo, Salty Doggenstein.
Thank you so much, ladies, gentlemen, friends, and thrill seekers. As Jack already informed you, my name is Captain Willie, Jack, John, Paul, George, Ringo, Salty Doggenstein the Third. That's right, captain of the newly refurbished and recently discovered ship, the Ignis Fatuus. Oh, sorry. That's just me bird scurvy here. Pay him no mind. He just gets a bit rambunctious in front of the cameras all. Now, as I was saying, the Ignis Fatuus sits behind us, ready for her grand rebirth. The Ignis Fatuus... Oh, quiet, you! Was a legendary steamship, pride of the Maritime League, but her history has always been plagued with mystery. It was a dark and stormy night in 1942 on her maiden voyage to the US of A with a cargo of questionable goods hidden in her hold. That's right, the boat began to buckle under the punishing seas and she was never heard from again. That is, until tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why she went missing is yet unknown. Don't put that on your Facebook. Now, the only thing we do know is this. We examined the hull and found very few small breaches in the hull, except for those big cracks up there. But pay no attention. The most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is we here at the Ignis Fatuus. Quiet over there, I'll stew you up. Anyway, the people aboard this ship believe that she met one of the most ignominious ends of all seagoing vessels on the Atlantic, the dreaded nor'easter. But now, some 70 years later, we find her here in Wildwood, New Jersey, largely unharmed and ready once again to roam the seas. So now, I'll be taking a couple of your questions. All right, you over there.
Yes, Captain. Christian North here from the Wildwood Gazette. You mind if I ask you a question or two?
Certainly, sir. Anything for the fair-minded people of the American press.
Oh, thank you, Captain. Captain, have you ever heard of something called the Philadelphia Experiment?
Are you talking about the old urban legend about the Navy monkeying around with Einstein's theory of relativity in order to create a device able to bend light around warships, thus making them absolutely invisible?
Precisely.
Never heard of it.
Wow, really, huh? Well, you are totally unaware of the reported rumors surrounding this vessel, huh? The teleportation of the ship through space and time. The disappearing of crew members, the stories of sailors being fused directly into the ship's hull, and the madness that has befell others.
Holy mackerel, boy! But what kind of crazy tale are you talking about over there?
Of course, Captain, word has spread across the entire blogosphere, and certain photographs have appeared showing what is reportedly let me get this straight, a unified field engine upon this very vessel. What do you say to that, eh?
That's preposterous, am I right? Outrageous, I say!
Excuse me, Captain. Jackie Russell, Wildwood Tribune.
My lord, how many newspapers does this city have?
Several photos have been circulating across the internet showing
Wait a minute, I was young, I needed the money.
Not those photos.
Oh.
Several photos have been circulating the internet showing tanker trucks full of nuclear waste being hauled away in the dead of night. Is it true, sir, that there has been black and green ooze seeping from the ship, despite no source for such fluids being found?
But now listen, little lady, I have no idea where you might have heard such a laughable tale. But let me put you folks at ease, okay? I will make a slight confession. There were some small bits of leakage while we were scraping the barnacles off the old girl. But all these persistent rumours of slime and ooze being covertly hauled away every Monday, Tuesday, and every other Thursday between 1 and 4 in the morning are just that. A bunch of rumours, and should be dismissed as such. Next question.
Then can you explain why the North Atlantic Paranormal Society has been on site all week?
I most certainly can.
Captain, I think I can handle this one. Yes. All right, Captain. Testing, is this thing on? Oh, there we go. Yes, I think you can hear me much better now. Thank you very much. Yes, Barley Farnsworth here, head of the North Atlantic Paranormal Society. Miss Russell, is it? Yes. Let me just assure you that the only reason we are here is just to make sure that the cleanup and the refurbishing of this fine vessel is done within the guidelines of the NAPS. The word paranormal, though a bit fantastic, I must say, just means that the ship's return is thus far unknown. There's nothing more to it than that.
Then you deny reports of green lights and glowing fog coming from the ship.
Entirely!
Next question, please.
Excuse yourself.
Sorry about that.
Would you mind explaining that, sir?
Algae!
Yes, it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to take a quick little break, yes. A few little things to sort out here.
Yes. We'll be back in just a few minutes to answer all of your questions, yes.
But first, in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a big round of applause, please, for me stout crew. Come along now. After all, they traveled halfway around the world to be here to entertain you tonight. As a matter of fact, we have this fellow over here that tried some of those seagull wings. Sorry there, Scurvy. Apparently they are quite hot. Give him a big round of applause, folks. Thank you.